if you dare to believe, if you really want it, if you're really going for it, you can do it. There's no doubt in my mind that you can do it. Maybe you need some adjustments or other things, but if you really want it, you can do it. So here's the thing. If I say you can do it, you are worth it, and the only thing that stands between you and you being able to do it is yourself, then you might look at me like, Lexi, really? But here's the thing. It has to do with self-talk, and it all starts with self-talk. Skills we can learn. We can study things. We can learn new habits. But what we cannot do is motivate ourselves if we don't believe in ourselves. So what is it that you need in order to get moving forward? And what's going to stop you from actually saying, I can't do it. No, it's not going to happen. Well, I dare say that when you dare to change that line of thought, that you might be totally surprised with the outcome. Remember that December 1st, and yes, I realize it's echoing here, that when it was December 1st, I was going live, or at least posting every day on Instagram, and then it was going to be until Christmas. And then after Christmas, it was, well, let's do the Christmas days too, and then up till New Year. And thank you, by the way, PV. And I'm still doing it. It's day 123 today. It's a new month. There's a new theme today. That theme has to do with psychology, mastering your psychology. And today, well, earlier today, I was listening to Brendon Burchard. He is my biggest role model, my biggest influencer. And one of the things that he talked about was self-talk. Now, if you have seen my influence challenge and you have seen my posts in the last months, and you can see it either here on Instagram or you can watch it on YouTube, depending on where you're watching right now, then you know that I've been talking about influence. And one of the things that I said is this is about the mind. What you do, how you act, that reflects on what your mind picks up on. So if you keep postponing all the time over and over and over again, then of course your mind is going to say, I'm not going to believe you. No way that you're going to do it. But if you do it, even when it's hard, then your mind will say, oh, hang on, but I actually can do it. So on the first day, I talked about mindset. I talked about how when we talk about our dreams and our possibilities, we usually talk about it negatively. I don't want to be... Now, I was a little bit like, how did it work again? Because our mind doesn't know the word no. And basically, it's when we deny a negative, then we make the negative because the no is filtered, then we project the negative. But apart from that, what I absolutely believe is that we visualize the negative outcome. And if that's what we do, then who are we going to believe this? So one of my dreams, well, it's more than dreams, it's a goal, and it's more than a goal, is I'm going to be one day on stage next to Brendon. Well, I actually have been on stage to take a picture with him, but I mean to share my story and to have other people realize that it's okay to speak up and speak out and share their story and be respected. But it all starts with you believing in yourself. Well, I am going to make this happen. Mark my words. So today is April 1st, 2024. And we can look back on this day that I said I am going to be on that stage one day. I'm not sure when. Rather sooner than later, but it depends all on what's going to happen with the number of followers and the moment that he sees it's actually working and that people actually are sharing my message, then I know that he at some point will invite me on stage. So he already knows who I am. And now it's about you all out there knowing who I am, and more importantly, being motivated by me, because that's my one goal. As a coach, I want to push you. As a therapist, I want to explain to you why your mindset can react in certain ways. As a trainer, I like to give you certain handouts and frameworks in order to push through. And one of those frameworks is actually how to turn negative thoughts into positive ones. And well, for today, if you are going to, if you are going to watch the Influencer Challenge, it's not visible on Instagram unless you have watched it live. So there are bits and pieces on Instagram. You can still watch it on YouTube, but that's only for a few days. So if you want to have a quick peek and you want to know a little bit more, then be sure to sign up and say, give me that handout. Then I'll make sure that you get the handout. And if you want to have the Influencer Challenge for more than just till, I don't know, the end of the week, then, be sure to also send me a message. So DM me right here on Instagram. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to leave a comment. And I will make sure that you can get access at least to the PDF. And well, if you're willing to work for it, then also to the Influence Challenge. Well, anyway, this is about what you believe, what's right for you, and what you believe that you can do. I've talked an entire month about influence and how you can influence yourself. So I talked about how you can influence others, how others can influence you. And now there's the part, how do you influence yourself? So basically, most of the time we get inspired by other people. So they influence us. They are our role model. But if we want to do more than stay in the background, more than saying, yes, I'm going to do it, but for some reason it just doesn't work out, more than I'll never be able to do it, then it's about self-talk. What do you tell yourself? How do you influence yourself? And if you do it in a positive way, then I can tell you, I can promise you that you will one day be out there to inspire others. And whether that is from the couch recording videos, or whether it is by writing a book, whether it is being on stage, or whether it is on the phone, it doesn't really matter. In every variation, you can leave an imprint. You can even leave an imprint on someone else when you pass them by. You will be surprised how you can influence others. But it starts by believing in yourself. So if you want the handout to go from negative to positive mindsets, then make sure that you leave a comment which says handout. Want to see more Monday morning messages? Then click here, go there. Yes, right there.